you done now?
Maybe there is life after death.
Life after death is as improbable as sex after marriage.
Maybe Mr. Body killed the cook.
Yes!
How?
Well, if you...
Excuse me, I have to, is there a little girl's room in the hall?
Oui, oui, madame.
No, I just want to powder my nose, thank you.
What's this, Wadsworth?
I'm afraid those are the negatives to which Colonel Mustard earlier referred.
Oh, my God.
Were you planning to blackmail him, Wadsworth?
Certainly not. I'd obtained them for the Colonel, and I was going to give them back as soon as Mr. Body was unmasked.
Very pretty. Would you like to see these, Yvette? They might shock you.
No, merci. I am a lady.
Oh, how do you know what kind of pictures they are if you're such a lady?
What sort of pictures are they?
They are my pictures, and I'd like them back, please.
No, I'm afraid there's something in them that concerns me, too.
Let me see.
Oh, no.
Nobody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to minute 38. Wait, I did that wrong. 3-2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Clue, the movie podcast, where we break down the 1985 cult classic movie Clue 1 minute at a time. We're talking about minute 38, which starts with the continued search for Mr. Body's body and ends with a lot of talk about somebody's body and some photos of somebody's body that we'll talk about. My name is Brad Gilmore, joined by Jeff Smith. Jeff,
hey.
Minute
Yes.
38.
38.
Where do we start, man? Do we continue our hypotheses on the matter of the whereabouts of Mr. Body's body?
We don't know where Mr. Body is, but I enjoyed watching this because I don't know why I didn't realize until recently that the envelope that they're looking through, the evidence envelope, is totally related to the envelope from the board game. That never occurred to me that's the confidential envelope that you guess who the killer is when you play the game.
Never put that together
so
either.
I'm not smart. No, but that's why that envelope is there. It's this exact same look. It's the same color. It's a manila envelope, and there it was. So that made me feel dumb. And then this is a moment where I'm just watching Madeline Kahn in the background, and I highly recommend you do that, Cluvians. Do a night where you're watching Clue, just watch Madeline Kahn. In this particular scene, she's really trying to eyeball the negatives that Miss Scarlet is holding. Miss Scarlet keeps moving it around, and Madeline Kahn's eyes just keep darting like she's trying to focus on it. She really wants to see what's these pictures are. And then finally she does push her way to the front and says that wonderful, "Oh my."
Yes, she does deliver a great oh my there.
Oh my.
Here's the first thing that I noticed, though. First off, great line from Madeline Kahn about,
oh yes,
Miss Scarlet says, "I guess there is life after death," and she said, "Life after death is improbable as sex after marriage." Funny, great line.
Yes. And she even gives like a little hold for laugh.
Yes. Hi-yo. It was a very monologue, like a Tonight Show monologue joke.
Right. Like, yeah, off to the side, like, hey, vaudevillian kind of, even Rodney Dangerfield. Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you about life after death.
It's improbable as sex after marriage.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, I just made it Andrew Dice Clay, but
they kind of have a similar-ish delivery-ish, kind of.
Ish-esque. Andrew Dice Clay is Mrs. White. Hey, full of these flames. Sorry, dumb.
That's
the theme of this episode. I feel not smart.
Of just this episode?
Just this one. 38.
Wadsworth, though, this is what I want to say. Mr. Green goes, "Maybe Mr. Body killed the cook." And then Wadsworth's reaction isn't, "Oh, maybe." It's not,
No.
"Hey, well, how could he have done it? Like, do you think he ran this?" It was the most smug how.
Yeah.
Now, why was that his reaction?
Because it's impossible. But he already knew. I think he already knows.
Well, because my thing is,
well, he knows that Mr. Body. Oh no, that's true. It could have happened, but as we talked about last time, she was killed by the dagger or the knife that's from Mr. Body's bag. So at some point, it was transferred from the room that they're in right now to the kitchen. So yeah, it's valid question. So now Mr. Green feels dumb to continue the theme.
I just don't understand
support.
I don't. To me, if we're trying to figure out, okay, who actually did this, and you want to go along with the theory, and here's the thing, because I'm really starting to suspect Wadsworth, more and more and more, in the last couple of minutes. Like, I think that you're the cause of everything at this point. At least this is how my mind's thinking. If I'm Wadsworth, I want to be able to throw them off the scent, and if someone else thinks that someone other than me may have committed a murder, let me roll with that. Let's go with that for a little bit. Right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why cut it off?
Yeah. No, he doesn't. I guess Mr. Green could answer the question, but you're right. It's a very judgy,
smuggy.
Yeah.
Bad way of how.
All right, smart guy.
All right, smarty pants. How did he do it? Right. After though the immediate dismissal, it goes to Mrs. Peacock, and Mrs. Peacock is a little bit. I don't know. She seems flustered. Would you say?
She's got to go to the bathroom.
Well, does she?
Nah, because if she did, she would have gone later.
Well, we have to be suspicious anytime a character wants to leave the room.
That's true. Yeah. What was she going to go check?
Maybe she was going to go look for Mr. Body because maybe she killed Mr. Body. She thought she
maybe she knew where he was. Is there a little girl's room? As if I didn't know.
Well, yeah, of course there's a bathroom in a big house.
Yeah. Is there a little girl's room? Sorry, no.
No. There's a larger woman's room.
Yes.
But there's not a little girl's room.
That's not what you asked for.
And then, of course, this joke from Yvette was very reminiscent of the poop joke from the beginning of the movie. Oui, madame. Joke. And then she's like, no, I just have to powder my nose.
Probably Colin Camp's best take in the entire movie, where she does like the Jack Benny turn to the audience, kind of like, huh.
Yeah.
Did you all hear that? Did you hear what we just did? We did a pee-pee joke.
Oui, madame.
You laughing?
But what's her reason for leaving the room?
Yeah, it's very suspicious.
Right?
I don't think it's to go wee-wee.
It's not to go wee-wee. It's to do something nefarious. Now, we do know Miss Scarlet was given the candlestick, right? She received the candlestick. Then Wadsworth, we've already seen them lock everything up, right?
Oh, no, that's way later.
That's way later.
The weapons are all on the floor.
They're still
when
on the floor.
They walked in last time, you could see the rope.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking too far ahead now. I'm doing a Jeff Smith. I'm starting to think real far ahead and figure out, maybe
classic Jeff Smith.
Maybe they did. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. It is hard because when you know the movie so well, it's hard to not jump around a lot in your mind. That's why I'm like, did we already see the weapons getting locked up or not? Because it's hard to remember.
Has Mr. Body already been on the couch?
Right. No, it's hard. Yet. It's hard to know. And because this movie all takes place in the same set, essentially.
Right.
So it's easy to...
What moment in that room are we in? It's
right.
True. Yeah, right now, to reset, so you're not thinking fourth dimensionally. Mm-hmm. You have to imagine that the cook is dead in the doorway, who Miss Peacock still had to step over to go wee-wee, and the weapons are all on the ground, but obviously the candlestick is not, although we don't know that yet. And the knife is not on the ground because it's still in the cook's bag.
So I'm trying to figure out where the candlestick is. Candlestick's still in the room. And then how's it get?
No, it can't be because
No, it can't be. Yeah.
it's now sitting on top of the door to the little girl's room.
So that's why I'm thinking the only person who goes to the little girl's room is Miss Peacock, right?
Right. But when they all went to the kitchen to find the dead body of the cook, everything was left lying on the floor. So that's when somebody grabs the candlestick and knocks Mr. Body and drags him to the toilet.
To the toilet.
Yes.
The next thing that we need to talk about is more suspicious activity from Wadsworth.
Oh.
Wadsworth freaking has all the evidence, or at least has Colonel Mustard's evidence, we know.
He's got it all.
How did he obtain it?
It was delivered to him in that envelope that says, Wadsworth, please open this after dinner.
Right.
And that's what when he goes through the whole reading it all to everybody, that's what's all in there. And then the evidence to back up things, later we'll see when it gets burned, there's a picture of Colonel Mustard with the driver, the motorist, that gets burned in the fire. So it's got the negatives of him and Yvette and whatever the original, what the real Mr. Green's original crime.
Okay, I'm confused now. So I'm confusing myself here. So
I know. We're in the middle of it now, and it's...
Hold on, break this down for me. Okay, and audience, forgive me, because now my mind is racing. So, when Wadsworth has the negatives in this scene, it's asked kind of where he got them, and he said, Miss Scarlett's asked him, you have this blackmail? Are you about to blackmail Colonel Mustard too? Yeah. And then he said, no, I obtained them for him. And I was going to give him back after Mr. Body was unmasked.
Right.
To me, that sounds like they didn't come in the same envelope.
It's a small envelope.
But do you see what I'm saying?
All that evidence.
Why would to me if they were in the same, if he got them at the same time as the letters of the crimes and all that, wouldn't he have said, "Oh yeah, they came in that envelope with all the other information about y'all"?
Right.
Why did he say it? I obtained them for him. It just seems like he got them at a different. In my mind, that means I got him at a different time, and like I did this for him.
It's possible because we're to assume that he hasn't even looked in that envelope until he opens it after dinner, but he immediately knows what those negatives are the second they're revealed. So that is suspicious.
So how does he know, one, what it is, and two, he obtained them for him. So what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? I obtained them for him. So that means, again, in my head.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. He got them earlier from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. Yeah.
The only person he could have gotten them from, because they're the negatives. They're not copies of the photos. These are the original negatives. The only person he could have got them from is the blackmailer, which we're to assume is Mr. Body.
Right. Yes. 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 Yes.
I mean, am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
I want to know, what else has he obtained?
Okay, now stick with me here.
Okay.
Because I'm still confused. I'm still confused about something else. The negatives were described to us as showing Colonel Mustard in a compromising position. Miss Scarlett takes them and says, I think these concern me too. Now, then she says, do you want to see these, Yvette? And she goes, no, I am a lady, or whatever.
Yeah, very good.
So we're to assume that Yvette is in the photographs?
Yes.
Or...
That is said later, actually, that it is Colonel Mustard and Yvette.
Right, but so okay, and I know Miss Scarlett was a madam, but does it really concern her too? Because the way she says it, it sounds like she's in the photo. Like, hey, this concerns me too. Like,
I
hey,
think
we're
it's
both
because-
naked in this.
I think it's because it's happening at her brothel, and that's what she's being blackmailed for, running that service. So it's something that's happening on her property.
Right,
So
because
it
she
does
does
concern her.
she does run a house of ill fame.
Right. A bill
It's not like a call girl service.
No, and Yvette is one of her employees.
So
So
why
it does concern her.
why the Yvette denial of no, I am a lady?
Because at this point, she's pretending like she's not associated with Miss Scarlet, and Miss Scarlet is basically taunting Yvette right now. Hey, would you like to see these? They might shock you.
Mm.
You want to see? It's you, by the way. Want to see what you do? Why you're here? Why your life? Where your life took a bad turn? With this guy who's standing right here?
Now, Yvette and Miss Scarlet. I mean, Yvette. Again, I'm not certain of the way that a house of ill fame is ran. I mean, if it's anything like the best little whorehouse in Texas, like they
Probably
all
just
know,
like that.
they all know Dolly. Like Dolly is
Right.
like the madam, but they all know her.
Right.
So it's not like a secretive thing. Like, oh, this is being run by a nameless, faceless organization,
Oh, yeah.
right? So she would have to know Miss Scarlet.
Oh,
There'd be
yeah,
no
they know
way
each other for
she
sure.
doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going through all scenarios. I'm very suspicious of all these people now.
You should be. There's been a murder.
There's been, well, we thought
At
two,
least two. Yeah.
but now
at least one
there's
for
at
reals.
least one for sure.
Yeah.
And I still can't get over what we were talking about from the last week's episode, is trying to figure out where Miss Scarlet was for that 15 seconds.
That really is.
It bothers me so much, Jeff. I can't even tell
It really
you.
does.
I can't even tell you. It's still on my mind, and I've been thinking about it with each passing day.
I wish that we had watched this before the Leslie Ann Warren interview, because, I mean, I'm sure she would have said, I don't know. But you could have asked her that yourself.
Yes.
Let's get her back.
Yes, we should. Man, we should have asked her. God.
Where were you? Answer the question.
Yeah, like
Would
she'll
you like
know.
to talk about ballet? No.
No.
Where were you?
Oscar nominations? Who cares?
No.
15
First things
seconds.
first.
I want
What
to know.
took you so long?
And she would probably give a Jonathan Lynn answer, right?
Right.
I don't
I don't recall. Answer the question, Claire.
answer it. And so they're inspecting the negatives, and Professor Plum gets very interested.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's-
What a shock.
Very interested, and it cuts off in a strange place. I'm trying to remember if we hear what.
Back, please.
No, I'm afraid there's something in them that concerns
No,
me too.
we only heard the oh my. The next line will be Mrs. White
No,
say, no one
Oh.
can get into that position.
Right. She says, "Oh my, no," and then it cuts off.
She said, oh my, no. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's something to look forward to next week.
It is something to look forward to next week. I just don't. So in the pictures, are we to assume that Colonel Mustard was with Yvette, and then the same night, this blackmailer, whoever took the photos, got pictures of him with the motorist?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, it's just a
'Cause it looks like
compilation.
The,
This is
the
a
picture
compilation.
of him and the motorist looks like it's from the war. I'm guessing it's the motorist that took the pictures, because he probably drove him to
To the House of Ill Fame.
House of Ill Fame, and then snuck around with his camera.
God, man, you can't trust anybody.
Yeah, not even your motorist.
Not even your motorist.
Come on, your driver during the war.
Like if
And
I
he
can't,
knew everything. Yeah, if you can't trust, exactly.
if I can't count on the motorist, who can I count on?
As I always say,
Now
you can't trust the motorist.
you are someone who we've now documented on this show. You're not a big fan of like services provided in certain ways, right?
Okay.
Like a massage or something.
That's true.
What? How do you
Where do I
feel?
stand on being driven around?
Yes.
I'm okay with that, I guess.
Why is that not as bad
Because I don't feel like it's putting them out.
for you?
They don't have to. They don't look necessarily uncomfortable. They don't have to come into physical contact with me, which helps. Hopefully they don't. But at the same time, I don't mind a non-chatty Uber driver. I'm okay with them just driving, being on their phone, talking to somebody else. I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that too. Now, do you ever press the preference of no talking on your Uber?
Oh, I didn't even know that was an option.
It's an option. You could have it. You say, do you want the air on? What kind of music do you want? Do you want them to talk or not talk?
No, I had no idea. I just order and go.
Man, I'm somebody who I feel obligated to talk. Like just to me, it feels strange if we're just sitting there and there's no conversation going on.
When you get your hair cut, do you talk to the person?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. See, I don't like that either. That's to me, that's even worse than massage, is being stuck. I guess it's the same. Being stuck in that chair, and they can take as long as they want, and then just. I don't mind if they like go on and on about their stuff, but I just don't like answering questions.
I'm not a big fan of answering questions in general, like from like a dentist or from maybe an Uber driver, things like that. But I will say I've had the same person cut my hair for a decade. So I can
tell because you have very nice.
Well, there's a camaraderie.
They do an excellent job,
and I got to let me give Porter a shout out on the show. But Porter. Also, a wealth of information and incredible conversation. You can ask this guy.
They know a lot.
You can ask him about anything, and he has an answer for it. And I'm always fascinated, and I always walk out of there. Later on, you know, somebody tells you something, and then you try to pass it off as you already knew it in a different conversation.
Yeah.
Do that all the time with Porter. Like later on.
We should get Porter on the show.
Porter would be great.
What was Miss Scarlett doing?
You know what? I might assign him this task, and then we can have Porter would know. Porter would know.
Porter probably does Leslie Ann Warren's hair and makeup.
He might, and if so, great job.
He's doing excellent work and
great job. Now,
just fine.
I don't believe there's anything more really from this minute that we can dive into too much. But you teased a tease. Do you feel comfortable keeping your?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it. So. The question I get a lot is, when is Whodunit, the Clue documentary, going to be streaming? Mm-hmm. And I've known for a while, and I just haven't been able to say because, and I've mentioned this on a past episode before, the distributor also owns a website. And I will now say that website is called bloodydisgusting.com. And it's like a horror movie news website. They so they're tied to the distributor. So they like to announce new titles for their streaming service on their website. And so when I've said, can I tell people when Whodunit, the Clue documentary will be streaming on Screambox, the streaming site that they own, they'll say, oh, we want to announce it first on Bloody Disgusting. It's going to be streaming starting Tuesday, August 8th on Screambox. And this episode is coming out, it's less than a month. I feel it's okay to say now, so you can mark your calendars and do whatever you need to do. Plan your Tuesday around that. It's actually 2 days after my birthday, so if you want to give me a lovely treat for my birthday's the 6th. This comes out the 8th. Order Screambox. I'm sure there's probably like a free trial. I do not actually have Screambox yet. I'm waiting to get it for when Whodunit's on there, so it'll count towards. I don't know how streaming services work.
I don't either.
But I would love it to occur on that day, so they go, oh, somebody subscribed because of Whodunit, the Clue documentary. So I don't know if it's going to be beyond Screambox, because they distributed a Robert Englund documentary recently, and they did a Child's Play documentary called Living with Chucky, and those have popped up on iTunes for purchase, and I think Amazon Prime for purchase. So I don't know if they're going to do that as well, or if it's just going to be streaming on Screambox. You'd be surprised how little, once you sign off your thing, how little you find out about the process. I just the other day they changed the artwork. The artwork will not be the artwork
Blu-ray cover.
The Blu-ray is on. Yeah, thank you. It's not. It's different. It's different. So I just saw that the other day without input.
I'm a
It's
fan.
fine.
I
It's
like
fine.
it.
Brad likes it. So that's all you need to know. And no, it's fine. So yeah, I hope before this airs, they've announced it. So, or, who cares? I doubt they're going to come running going, hey, we were listening to your podcast and we heard you announce that it's on Screenbox on August 8th. But it is. It's on Screenbox August 8th.
Look at that. And you know what? I'm going to wait till August 8th to sign up for Screenbox so I can stream it. And everyone else should do the same.
Seen it.
I have seen it, but you know what? It's like, and I saw the finished version, right?
Yeah.
I saw the finished version, but still, it's fun to stream. And you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to watch it with my wife.
Oh,
yes. So she can learn more about Clue, the movie.
right.
She got to. So I'm really happy for it. I like the artwork on it. Now, I will say the best artwork for your documentary was that limited edition Blu-ray.
With the weapons. Yeah.
Love that.
On the slipcase. That was very good too. And actually, Screenbox did ask if they could use it. And because that was a different company, they said, no, you can't. That's ours. So if you have the slipcase version of the Blu-ray, then that's the only one.
It's the only one. There's only one.
Yeah.
There's literally
Not too many.
only a few of them out there. I didn't get it. I tried to get the special edition, but they were sold out.
Oh, I'll give you one.
You have more than one?
I do.
Now,
Did I have to buy it myself? Yes, I did. I bought my own Blu-ray.
I have a shelf full of books over here of mine from the first two books, and I had to buy the majority of them.
Yeah.
Now I got a discount.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I got a
I
discount.
won't say I paid full price for it. Although I did buy one off of Amazon just because I could. And you have to do that. When you have something out there that's like, you got to do it just so you can get it shipped. And like, hey, it came through Amazon.
For sure. 100%,
I
man.
did not write a review.
But you know what? I'm happy for you. I'm proud of it.
Thank you.
I'm excited for it. We're going to make it a big event. And we're, you know what? I even have another idea that we're going to do. And I'll tell you about it when we get off of this.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
That's even worse than a tease because it's a tease that you won't hear, folks.
You won't hear it. You don't even know about it. Jeff doesn't even know about it, but
I don't.
it literally just came to my mind, and I'm so excited for it to tell him about it. So why don't we put a button on minute 38, and we'll be back with minute 39 next week. We'll talk more about this great series of minutes. This is great.
Yeah, you said series, and then you're like, where'd I go from there? It's not a series. It's a
Great
movie.
series of minutes that make up a great movie. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up on episode 40, which is pretty fun. And let's see, the 43, no, what is it? 46, 7, 8, 48 minute mark would be officially halfway.
Okay.
So we're coming up on officially halfway through the movie, which also means halfway through this podcast.
Yeah.
That means we're only going to have so many episodes left, Jeff.
There's less minutes behind us than in front.
Right.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it's soon.
It's like life.
It's like life. Yeah, man. So that is minute 38 of Clue the Movie Podcast. We'll be back next week, minute 39. And then the week after that is minute 40. And we're really rounding the bases here. We appreciate everybody who joins us on a week-to-week basis. And we will be back next week with minute 39.